And the scrubs are intentional because health talk, because nurse, because why not? Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Feel free to join the family by clicking the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, a regular, a day one, thank you so much for tuning back to another episode of Good Vibes. So without wasting any time, Ariawena, roll my intro! So as you can tell by the title below, I'm happy to be introducing a health talk series to my channel where I share my 2 cents on topics that matter to society, to males, females, and yeah, basically provide the knowledge that I know on certain topics, and I'd gladly do that. I'll gladly, without wasting any time, let's get right into the video. So welcome to episode 1 of my health talk, where we'll be talking about the different types of vaginal smells. Does your vagina smell normal? Does your vagina smell normal? So before I continue, I'd just like to apologize in advance for any sensitive terms that could be used, especially to my younger viewers. I am really sorry, but I'm sure all of us might have done biology here and there. You know, life science, you might have come across such terms. So when we talk about the vagina, the VJJ, when we talk about her, you know, you have to first be reminded that she has a normal smell. You know, the vagina has a normal smell of its own and its own good bacteria down there. Its own good bacteria down there called lactobacilli. It lives rent-free, and its job there is to prevent the overgrowth of bad bacteria in the vagina. Okay, it's there to prevent the growth of bad bacteria. So of course you don't expect your vagina to smell like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, you know. So yeah, and that good bacteria is there to help balance the pH of the vagina. Now the pH is like something that determines the alkalinity and acidity of something. So the normal pH of the vagina is 3.8 to 4.5, and anything that causes this pH to alter makes it smell. You understand? Anything that causes the pH of the vagina to alter will make it smell. So now we're going to talk about the different types of smells and what they're caused by and what they could mean. Stay tuned. So the first type of smell you have is the acidic smell. Now the acidic smell is like kind of characterized by a strong scent of citrus. You know, acidity, your likes of your lemons, your oranges, that kind of smell. And this smell can literally be caused by blood after your period, semen, or sometimes people use these herbs to steam, or Dettol. Sometimes I've had girls sit on pouring Dettol in warm water and sitting trying to kill bad bacteria. That can be a cause of the acidic smell. However, the acidic smell is normal. It only becomes abnormal if it is accompanied by itching or a discharge that is uncomfortable of some sort. Yeah, otherwise the acidic smell is absolutely normal. The next smell is the earthly or groundy smell. Like the earthly smell could be characterized by soil, sand, now that kind of smell. The earthly smell is caused by sweat in the groin area. Like the vagina itself doesn't sweat, but the groin area can sweat and cause it to smell. So to avoid this, ladies, we advise to wear cotton panties because they help absorb sweat, or you can use wet wipes every time after using the bathroom, or avoid wearing tight jeans, things that will suffocate your vagina, you know. So we have to avoid this. Please, ladies, do not have an earthly smell. The third kind of smell is the fishy smell. The fishy smell can be popular to all of us. Maybe you have encountered it personally, or someone on public transport where you've been has had it, and it's usually common in hot seasons. Like honestly, the fishy smell is common in hot seasons, and I'm about to share with you why. So there are 2 causative agents of the fishy smell, and the first one is an infection called bacteria vaginosis. It's a sexually transmitted infection that causes the pH of the vagina to alter all the way up to 7. all the way up to 7. Just imagine, the normal one is 3.8 to 4.5, and this bacterial vaginosis makes it go up to 7. How can you not get the fishy smell? Now, the second causative agent of the fishy smell in the vagina is the Trichomonas Vaginalis. Should I say this again? The Trichomonas Vaginalis. This one is severe kind of sexually transmitted infection, obviously caused by the carelessness of unprotected sex. If you have multiple sex partners, you are more prone to having Trichomonas Vaginalis, and it's usually characterized by a white or lumpy discharge, can be itchy and very uncomfortable. So you want to make sure you take care of yourself so that you avoid having Trichomonas Vaginalis. And this is basically because yeast infection starts growing down there. You know, your pH alters all the way to 7, and you develop a fishy smell. It's inevitable. Once you get that STI, you will have a fishy smell. So the next smell is the copper or metallic smell. Now, the copper or metallic smell is also very common and normal among us females because it comes around during the time of your period or when you have your menstruation. So this is because it's caused by blood, the smell of blood, and this is basically because blood contains iron and iron contains metal. Yes, metallic and coppery smell. And it can also be caused by having with a dry vagina, or when you do not use any lubricant, you can be prone to having a copper or metallic smell. The next smell is the rotting or offensive smell. Now, this one is also quite common, and if you're experiencing the rotten or offensive smell, it is highly advisable that you visit your gynecologist or your doctor as soon as possible, because this one can be caused by a PID that you never knew you had. PID being pelvic inflammatory disorder or disease. So if you're having like a garbage-ish kind of smell in your vagina, it is very advisable for you to visit your gynecologist or nearest doctor. And it can also be caused by forgetting your tampon in your vagina or overwearing your tampon for a long time. Now, this is why I usually tell some people that I honestly prefer pads to tampons, because tampons are very dangerous. Like, they are life-threatening because if you overweight for a long period of time, it can bring about such complications, but it's about preference. But anyways, those are the two causative agents of the garbage or offensive smell. Now, the last kind of smell is the chemical or bleachy smell. It's usually characterized by strong detergent smells like handy andy, your bleach, etc, etc. Yeah, and if you're having such a smell in your vagina, do not douche. See your gynecologist as soon as possible. Do not use any harmful substances down there. Don't try not to self-diagnose yourself. You will only hurt yourself, because the vagina is very, very sensitive, very sensitive. And the chemical or bleachy smell can also be characterized by a urinary tract infection, also known as a UTI, which is usually usually characterized by a certain pain or abdominal discomfort, yeah, or sensational burning when urinating or when passing out urine when you go to the bathroom, yeah. And a UTI can be avoided. Just don't use public bathrooms, don't use common rooms, and you'll be safe from a UTI. And I think OTC drugs that can work to avoid UTIs can be some antiseptic creams. Just visit your nearest doctor or pharmacy to be sure about that. So we have come to the end of our Health Talk episode 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in my next video.